Well, good evening, students. This is your professor, Mr. Clark. I just wanted to take a few minutes just to briefly discuss what this course is all about. Okay, of course, this is an introductory course to sociology, and I think that most students, at least most students that take my course, seem to be a little confused as to what this discipline is all about and how it's different from one of the other social sciences, such as psychology. Well, let me just say this. Sociology basically is an investigation into the many ways in which society structures play a major role in shaping our lives and shaping how we view others. One of the concepts that is most important that you internalize in this course is this idea of the sociological imagination. The sociological imagination, which is a concept that was developed by a famous sociologist named C. Wright Mills, pertains to the understanding that individuals may have of how their lives are actually shaped by society structure. Specifically, it pertains to the interconnectedness between society structures and the individual. Let me illustrate. Um, my sister, for instance, for many years, has always been critical of me because she just didn't understand, never could understand why I wasn't an avid reader of the Bible and why I wasn't very religious. Well, finally, I tried to get her to understand that the reason that she, in fact, considered herself a Christian, the reason that she internalized the Holy Scriptures was a direct result of the socialization process. What I'm referring to is the fact that she was born into a society in which, since birth, she was taught that the Bible is the Word of God. Since birth, she was socialized into internalizing her particular religion. It was taught to her, first of all, by her parents, and then by her teachers, and then peers, and we can go on and on. In short, I tried to get my sister to understand that she didn't become a Christian because of her own particular choice. In most instances, it is a direct result of the socialization process. Understanding that, anyone understanding this interconnectedness between society structures and the individual is what C. Wright Mills um, referred to and what he was talking about when discussing this concept known as a sociological imagination. The reason I'm bringing that up right now is that I would hope, it truly is my hope, that by the end of the semester, that all of you will begin to think sociologically. And what I mean by begin to think sociologically, that you have begun to develop this sociological imagination. Okay? So that's what the main focus of this course is going to be. We'll be looking at various parts of the social structure, the family, the different groups that you belong to, including your ethnic groups, racial groups, religious groups, and we will look at the many ways in which you've been influenced by these various groups. Okay, let's see, what else did I want to share with you? Um, You want to make sure now that you attend at least one of the online orientations the first day of class. Now, if you don't have any questions and you feel that everything is clear, you don't have to join in on one of the orientations, but you do have to send me a private message indicating that you have no questions and that you don't plan to attend the orientation. Okay. So as long as I receive that information from you, then it won't. Then you don't have to attend. But on the other hand, if you don't attend one of the orientations and I haven't heard from you, well, then you'll be excluded from the class. Okay. Um, I think that's about it for the moment. Uh, oh, one of the biggest problems in this online class that I see that students have is the um their responses in the discussions. Specifically, students oftentimes only post one response, and sometimes when they do post both responses, especially in regard to the response to another student, that students just merely say, I agree, or, Joe has a good point, or Betty, I agree with you, with all, with everything that you have described. That's not adequate. Okay, you need to provide a critical response to another student, and more often than not, that will require you to perhaps take a position that's different from that student. So, so anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, I look forward to interacting with all of you, and hope to hear from you soon. And we'll talk to you on the first day of class through orientation. Have a nice evening and enjoy your remaining days off.